Ooh, creaky buds. This is what it looks like when you're scanning live, more or less. Looks awful. I'm scanning the genie's body. Genie of the lamp, don't you know, eh? Eh, buds? It looks truly awful looking at it live. It really, really does. Oh, so it can't actually scan red. Okay. He's got a red belt. That won't be too much of a problem. His entire body is blue. There's a lot of colors that the Mini 2 can't scan. New scan, just scan a little bit higher. So I've got more of the neck there. And it's really good to get as excellent as you can. As you can see, it's a bit too near, but that's okay. I tweak the exposure every couple of scans. Since I have 1, 2, might be 4 or 5. Results will vary, and it does depend how far that camera is away from your subject. It really does. And you try not to overlap it. That means have it on the turntable more than 1 or even 1.5 turns. You'll get some really funky results. So don't be in a panic and don't get too frustrated when you see your scan looking like this. It looks truly horrendous. It looks really terrible. It really does when you're scanning and you're looking at it live. But once you do the mesh options, the mesh controls, it cleans it up really nicely. So don't smash your 3D scanner if your scan looks as bad as mine or worse. It's really not that bad. And I was debating whether or not I want to rip off his arms to get that side view scan. But I found out the way that the arms attach, I can't really do that unless I want to completely destroy the toy. Which I'm known to do. I am known to do it. I want that hole for my customs. So I shall start scanning that. I'll put it on its belly soon. I think it's underexposed, but that's okay. Results will vary. Ultimately, I want to make my own Disney He-Man action figures, you know? Disney He-Man. That's what I want to make. I'm just upstairs at Radical Imaging. For more info, speak to Dan. I like to play with my action figures and toys. That's the kind of person I am. But, you know, each to our own. I don't really need his legs or his feet, because I don't really need them, but I'm going to scan them anyway. I'm here. Exposure is set to 3. Nope, it does not like gold color. That's okay. Let's see what it looks like on the other side. Nope, I haven't scanned it all the way around. Okay. Almost. I like to do like a full turn and a half. That way at least the middle is fused. New scan on his tummy. I want that whole scanned. So we shall scan it. Exposure 3, I'll do a few scans with various exposures. I'm just oot and aboot upstairs at Radical Imaging, eh? Contact Daniel. Daniel upstairs, eh? For more info if you need a book a room like this or set up permanently. He's trying to do some cleaning, eh? He's trying to do some cleaning, don't you know? So you can get another 1 or 2 more people up here, eh? At the moment, it's just Daniel and my bud, Justin. Ooh, eh. Get that hole. Get that deep, dark hole. Oh, cool. It's even scanning the internals. The internals are very much like the internals of a He-Man action figure. It's hollow. What? So it jumped there. So I shall stop that from when it jumped. Oh, it came out okay. That little hole. Do some more scanning of it. I want that hole, so when I put the new head, it should be roughly the same size. I want to make a Rio Blast He-Man action figure as the Genie, or the Genie as Rio Blast. But I have to find the Rio Blast action figure so I can destroy it, paint it matte white like this, and then start sculpting. This will be my first He-Man custom in the works. And I have even contacted Mattel on all of this, just in case for copyright, you know, which I don't plan to 3D print more than 10 a year of any of these, you know, for the rarity. And I'd keep 2. But they said it was okay. Mattel's the one that did He-Man figures, but they also did all of my Disney 90s action figures and toys. All of them. I didn't know that until recently. And then I found out they all got Mattel stamped on their asses or their legs. Awesome stuff, Mattel. Why don't you do more Disney stuff? Like reissues. I'm paying a fortune for vintage ones. I am. I flipped him on his back to get some more results on that hole. It's fine that there's going to be a hole in the chest right there. Ultimately, I want that internal hole. But so far, you know, with using, you know, fake Lego shit like this, my results have been quite nice. Just that the when you're viewing it like we are at the moment, it looks awful. It looks like shit. But the mesh controls come in. Exposure set to 5. Now, it's always good to try and error yourself as you go along. Just means that there's more light. More or less. As you can see where it's red, it may or may not scan that area. That's what it means. More or less. 1.5 zoom. It literally just does a zoom. Get that hole. Get that deep, dark, moist hole. Get in there. Get deep. As I said, I'm not normal. It's silent, by the way. It really is. Even though my volume's on max, no sound. The original software for this, yes, there is sound. Especially when you go too near and it shatters on your screen to a million pieces, or too far and it just explodes, and then horrible noise. But this one, Revo scan number 5, quiet as the grave. .5 zoom, but I've turned down the exposure. You know, I won't know the results until I mesh it all together. So I like to trial and error too. It comes in handy, trial and error, and using these. But since this is such a big 3D model, it doesn't really need additional tracking. But get yourself a whole bunch of fake Lego and use it. It'll help, especially on something small and thin. Like He-Man armor. It's only 2 millimeters thin, or thick, depending on your point of view, at any given place on the damn body armor. 2 millimeters. Almost done. This is the one-click settings. That's how you get your scans into a model. And let's see how many there is. I've made quite a few. And it takes up to 1 to 3 minutes. Made 13. That's not too bad. Usually it's up to 30. That's right. I'm very specific in my scans. For body armor like this, I take up to, I think, 20 to about 30. You'll never know if your scans are enough or not. So with my body armor, since it's got lip, I'll have to sort of rotate it like that and do some scans like that. Really clever back in the day, eh? Look. It's a 2-piece armor that clips in together. These damn clips and these itty-bitty holes. But look at the detail back then. That's in one so far. It's a long process. A long process. You have more fun 3D scanning than you do at this part. It's what sucks. Just this part. I'll cut it here.